Yeah. Sure. Can I get your name and employee number or badge number?
Excuse me?
Can I have your name and badge
I'm Lieutenant
number?
Babbitt. I'm the shift commander. What are you doing?
I was getting video of the public lobby
Do
of
you
the,
have approval from the jail administration to do that, ma'am?
a what?
Do you have approval from the jail administration to do that?
No, but it's
I'm
part.
gonna have to ask you to leave it, ma'am. We can't have video cameras in here
This-
videoing our security systems without approval from the jail administrator.
Okay, well, I took a picture of that, but nothing here is secure. So I
leave,
was
ma'am.
taking pictures of the signs.
Please leave, ma'am.
Okay, I'm walking out. But this is a First Amendment protected activity. When it's a public lobby,
It's a secured facility, ma'am.
I'm not behind a secured area. All of this is public right here. Your name and badge
Have a nice
number?
night, ma'am.
Okay, can I have your name and badge number? Much, I appreciate that.
No problem.
Okay, I wanted to talk to you. Yesterday, I came by the jail and was filming the property and the outside of the jail, and I went in to get some video. I'm an independent journalist, and I just came in to get some video of the inside of the public lobby. And I took pictures of the signs on the wall for volunteers, the rules if you come visit inmates. And I avoided getting any video or any photography whatsoever of a single person that was there visiting or anything. I think there might have been one person who was talking to an inmate on one of those, the phone things you use.
They're video visitation monitors.
That's what they're called, yeah. Anyway, so I avoided that, and I walked over to show what the video monitor looked like, one not being used. And then officer, he said he was the watch commander, Lieutenant Babbitt, and another man in a uniform who refused to identify himself to me. He said that I must leave right now, very forcefully, and escorted me out of the building. As I was leaving, I said, I was just taking a picture of the public part of the lobby, and he said, "This is a restricted area, ma'am." And I said, "I'm not beyond any restricted area." And anyway, it was obvious to me, he escorted me out of the building, so it was obvious to me that he was going to arrest me for trespassing. And videoing a public lobby of a public building like that is, part of the First Amendment. And
Well, we have children. We have inmates on the visitation monitors. We have people out there at any given time, and they have a right not to be videoed.
yeah, I did not video a single person.
Yeah, we don't even.
But-
if people bring their phones in, we're supposed to ask them to store their phones. We're not supposed to let them do that.
When
If you need to video something, if you do that again, just ask for the supervisor so that somebody can be out there, know that you're not out there videoing children that's in the lobby or people that's on visitation, inmates that space might be on the visitation monitors.
right.
But we have to, even if my volunteers or program people are in here, they have to sign a release saying that's okay to do that.
Okay.
So this is a correctional facility,
Right.
and they do have a right to privacy as far as having their pictures taken by the public.
When you're, say, out on the street, in the parking lot, walking in the door, when you're on public property and in a public lobby of a public building, the First Amendment covers that there is no right to privacy, that, taking any photography is a constitutional right, part of the First Amendment. Now, if there had been a child, I would not have videoed them.
I'd say if that happens again, or you for some reason, why were you videoing inside the jail?
I just wanted to check it out. I gather matters of public interest in public property and public buildings.
So did it have anything to do with charges of any inmate here or family member?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay. You just in a case of that nature, where it's a correctional facility, a secured facility, just just make your intentions known. I mean, we're in a security business, so
right.
It's very suspicious for someone to come in and just start. It's like I said, family members and people get upset about that. Just let us know.
Yeah, there was I think just one woman there, but I deliberately never pointed a camera at a person. In fact,
I'm not doubting that at all. But
yeah.
The people that work here don't know that, and the people out there don't know that.
Yeah. Well, like even the workers at the window, I was polite enough not even to show them, even though it's perfectly legal to do. They're public servants, and I could have gone up to the window and asked questions with my camera. But I wasn't trying to offend anyone. But
well, that's okay. I mean, it sounds like it's just a misunderstanding. You just came in and started videoing, so just let the supervisor know the next time, so they'll know what's going on.
Okay. I wish you would let the watch commander know, though, that what I was doing was not illegal. The only reason I left is because it was obvious to me by his attitude he was going to arrest me right then and there, because he ordered me to leave. He didn't ask me to leave, and he was not open to having a conversation about what I was doing, because I wanted to explain it to him. And then the second officer refused to give me his name or his badge number or employee number, whichever you give in your county. And that's a policy violation.
Are you from Sumner County?
No, ma'am, I'm not.
Okay.
But that's still their policy. So I would like to make a complaint about that officer, but I'll come back to do that. Who should I see? Should I see you for that?
I can give you my email address if you'd like to file a complaint, and then I can send it to our law director.
Okay.
We do have an internal affairs lieutenant, but right now he is off on a FMLA, and I don't know that he'll be back within the next week.
Okay, what's the email address?
My email address is strout, and that's STROUTT, at Sumner, like the county, sheriff.com.
Sheriff.com. Okay. I'm making sure I get this right here. Okay. But do you understand the nature about the First Amendment and it being in public?
And do you understand the concern that someone would have in a correctional facility?
I completely do. And where I think it could
communication just is vital in a place like this.
Well, that was part of one of the problems that I saw, not on my part, more on his part. He wasn't going to talk to me. He said,
the thing you should have done is just ask for one of them before you started videoing. That just to be polite about it.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But at the point where he's ordering me to leave and I started trying to explain to him what I was doing, he said, no, you need to leave. So he was not open to the conversation whatsoever, and what I was doing was legal. As long as your camera does not go in a restricted area, you can go into any building, any public building that's taxpayer funded, and video the public lobby. I mean, it's part of the Constitution. If I had have actually stayed and gotten arrested for that, I could have sued that county for violating my First Amendment rights. I mean, it really is it's federal law. And I don't think he knew that in the slightest and didn't care to hear about it or anything. But I was being very respectful of anything I was videoing. I videoed the volunteer board, things like that. And then I showed a picture of one kiosk not being used, not kiosk, but, the camera thing. And then I was about to walk out. But he handled it that way. And he didn't have to be, he didn't have to have that attitude about it. He could have spoken to me about it. Even after we stepped outside of the door, we could have had a conversation about it. And then I think he would have at least understood what I was doing. Then he could have referred me to you to talk about me coming back in the future. You see what I'm saying?
But like even the media calls before they come with their cameras, if they're coming inside the building. So I would suggest you do the same in a correctional facility.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But anyway, I'm calling to let you know that I'm going to come back into a correctional facility. It will probably be within the next week.
And why is that again? I mean,
I'm an independent journalist, and
are you doing a story on the Sumner County Jail?
That would be yes, but I don't need to interview anyone. I just want to see what the public lobby is like, the signs there for the public to read, the rules.
What county do you live in?
Well, I live in Davidson County. And yes, I've been there and many other jails, and I have never had this problem before, period. In fact, I went to Rutherford County Jail recently, and they were wonderful. Wonderful. And so anyway, okay, if you could let the watch commanders know for a day shift that
Why don't you send in your complaint first? I'll send it to my attorney, and then you go ahead and send in, because she'll just have to take the place of the internal affairs person while he's out, and then send in your intent, and then that way I can spread it around via email.
Okay, I'll email you that. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
thank you, ma'am. All right, bye-bye.